Christianity gives people false peace and false visions. Hey, bro, y'all heard that? Bro, people is honking. What is interrupting the message of the gospel, bro? We're gonna have to hear that horn on Judgment Day. Bro, that horn gotta stand in front of God on Judgment Day, bro, for interrupting the message of the gospel. So, it's agreeing? So he wants to stand before God on Judgment Day, bro, to be judged for interrupting the message of the gospel, bro. That horn, bro, it gotta be judged, bro. It's over with, bro. But Christianity gives people false peace and false visions. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire, and I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So yeah, let's get right into it, man. Christianity gives people false peace and false visions. So I'm pretty sure people have been starting to wake up. People have been starting to see that these Christians, they don't have no discernment. You know what I'm saying? People have been starting to realize that it's like God been using situations that's going on in the world to just expose the fact that these Christians, they don't have no discernment, you know? And I'm gonna give y'all an example, right? So let's say some people already gave this example before, but let's say that hold on. So yeah, let's say somebody grew up, right? Like people already gave this example before, but let's say that somebody grew up and they was told that the color blue is actually green. You know what I'm saying? Their whole life they was told that the color blue is actually green. And when they grow older, they think that the blue is green. And then people tell them that, nah, bro, that is blue. So it's kind of like the same thing with Christianity. People grew up in these Christian household, and people just grew up in these religious households. And you got people out here they just want to have peace. You know what I'm saying? You got these Christians out here, they just want to have peace. To the point that they be like, oh, for example, I'm gonna give y'all an example. They be like, why does the color of Jesus matter so much? Let's focus on his teachings. How can you focus on somebody's teachings when it's not the right person? You know what I'm saying? And then they just be saying all this stuff. Let's just have peace. Let's just promote the gospel of Christianity and let's save people from hell. Let's just tell people about Christianity. But how can you have peace with the lies? Christianity is filled with lies. Christianity is filled with racism. Christianity is racist towards the black Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But people are like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter what color he is. We just debating about nonsense and this. People is not trying to debate with you. People is trying to get you to realize that the ideologies, you know what I'm saying, of Christianity is rooted in racism, bro. Is rooted in racism. But oh, you know, bro. And then these people just want to have peace in a religion that's filled with lies, bro. A religion that will never take down the images of the white Messiah, the white Jesus, because it's filled with racism. And God been using situations in the world to just show how these Christians have no discernment. And Christianity is giving these people false peace. That's why these Christians be like, oh, I have peace. You know what I'm saying? I have all these visions. Talking about they having visions of Tupac in hell, Michael Jackson in hell. And people is starting to wake up. People are like, bruh, why all the visions that you have is black people in hell? Do you see it's the ideologies of just racism, it just keeps just leaking through Christianity every day, bro. You get what I mean? The racism is so strong in Christianity to whereas even the black people is just brainwashed. Bro, these black people be brainwashed behind this stuff, bro. These black people be like, some of them be like, I do see the red flags in Christianity and I don't subscribe to Christianity. However, I'm still a Christian. But when you look back, you still have the same ideologies of Christianity. You still have the same mindset of Christianity. And when Christians read the Bible cannot set them free because their mindset is already brainwashed. When your mindset is already brainwashed, reading the Bible ain't gonna set you free because you're reading the Bible in a brainwashed mindset. If a Satanist reads the Bible, they gonna read the Bible in their own way. When the Christians read the Bible, they gonna read the Bible in a brainwashed way because Christianity is racist and Christianity does follow the false Messiah, a wicked man. On top of that, they following the Caesar Borgia, a wicked man. You know what I'm saying? They following like a wicked man, bro. When they do the research of who they are actually following, and it doesn't matter what color, it literally matters. That's why the whole religion, like when you ask people what's the number one person that's worshipped in Christianity, they gonna tell you Jesus. Well, which Jesus exactly? The white Jesus, literally. This is a fact. The white Jesus is the most worshipped person in Christianity. Oh, it doesn't matter about color. Well, the white Jesus don't even think the same as the black Jesus, because the black Jesus is a holy man. You know what I'm saying? Jesus was black. We already have the scriptures is already out there. So Jesus is a black man. You know what I'm saying? And the white Jesus is a wicked man. Is Caesar Borgia a wicked man? A homosexual, a wicked man? And the ideologies of that is just seeping through just Christianity, bro. It's just like, these people don't get it. They so brainwashed, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, Christianity has a population of over 2 billion people. The largest religion in the world is Christianity with over 2 billion people, right? And then they read in the same Bible that's telling them about the narrow path that leads to heaven. Where is these people? These people be reading the Bible sleeping. They sleep reading the Bible because they read in the Bible in a fairy tale mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, Christians, when Christians read the Bible, they're going to interpret the Bible in a false way. The Bible cannot set them free because they're reading it in the wrong way. Oh, I'm just reading my Bible. Well, you're reading the Bible in a brainwashed mindset. You can't get it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, Christianity is definitely racist. And they are reading the Bible under a racism mindset, bro. That's been imposed on them, bro. Even black people, bro. I'm like, bro, when God is using all these situations that's going on in the world to expose these Christians, they crying, they emotional over stuff that don't even make sense. But when it comes to, oh, they gonna tell you Michael Jackson in hell real fast. They gonna tell you Tupac in hell real fast. But when it comes to no white people in hell, bro, and people starting to wake up, people are like, bro, something going on with Christianity, bro. Something is wrong. And I'm so glad that people are starting to wake up. I'm so glad that people are starting to see. And I'm not even going to get into like deeper details about Christianity because I've been pretty much like exposing Christianity through so many other messages as well. So I'm not even going to get too deep, but it just goes so deep. And like some people are just so blinded, they will never understand. You know what I'm saying? If you say that you love Jesus, right? But you don't even accept Jesus' true identity, but yet you're talking about you are following let's not focus on the color. Let's focus on the teachings of Jesus, right? Well, when you read the Bible, you are reading it in the mindset of a white false Messiah. Because that's what has been programmed. And it's like the devil has put a spell on Christians to whereas they don't understand, like you are reading the Bible in a brainwashed mindset of white supremacy and like a white Messiah, a white false Messiah when the real Jesus is black. So how can you say color doesn't matter? Let's focus on the teachings when the teachings of black Jesus and the teachings of white Jesus is two different teachings. And with a different Jesus comes a different gospel and a different racism, a level of racism you ain't never seen. They would never take down the white Jesus. In the movies, in the paint, bro, I'm gonna give you an example, like, because some people is stuck in the bubble, right? Some people is just in America, stuck in the bubble. They don't understand how deep this stuff get for real. I can't even speak. Let me tell them something real quick, bro. I was born in Uganda, right? And in the village, right? We was in the village, and they would put up this big. We ain't even had a TV like a big TV, but they would put out like. We was outside, bro, outside, and they would put up like this projector, this big projector, and they would play a movie of Jesus, and Jesus was white. How you playing a movie of Jesus and Jesus is white in the village in Africa, bro? Oh, it doesn't matter what color he is. Is that so? Is that so? Are you gonna stand for the truth? These people say they love Jesus, but if you don't really stand for the true Jesus, you don't love Jesus. If you don't really accept Jesus' true identity, you don't love Jesus. Let's stop hiding behind, oh, it's about the teachings of Jesus. Let's stop hiding behind that nonsense, bro. If you don't accept Jesus' true identity, you do not love Jesus. And on top of that, you're not even following his teachings. You are following racism. These people don't get it. And Christianity gives these Christians false peace. They have zero discernment. Oh yeah, God spoke to me in a vision. What God spoke to you in a vision? Evil spirits then spoke to you in a vision. Religious spirits then spoke to you in a vision. The devil then spoke to you in a vision. Oh, but I have so much peace. I have a testimony. Your testimony is the testimony of evil spirits and religious spirits. Because every time these Christians say they have a testimony, they ain't trying to tell us what Jesus that they seen in the vision. Was it the white Jesus or the black Jesus? Which one did you see? Oh, he was a glowing light. What glowing light are you talking about, bro? You either seen the true Jesus or you seen the false one. Which one did you see? They seen the false one, bro. They following false peace, false visions, all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to talk about this, bro. People waking up. People starting to see how these Christians is following their emotions. They have zero discernment. Oh, let's cry. Oh, something happened. Let's cry. Zero discernment, bro. And then they be so mad when you tell them the basic ABC common sense stuff. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about, man. Like, Christianity gives people false peace and false visions, bro. Peace.